Welcome to Seaman Viking Television. I'm Nathan Tennant.
And I'm Nick Harris.
Tonight we're going to take a look at students with Facebook or MySpace with the dangers of online predators.
The Seaman High Academic Reward Program, which had Governor Sebelius as a guest speaker.
We will be looking into the lives of foreign exchange students.
And the last story is the dangers of winter weather, and we will be getting some driving tips that we can all use.
First off, here's Emily Gatewood and Andrea Juarez, who researched the dangers of students who have a Facebook or MySpace and how vulnerable they are by putting too much information out on the internet for online predators.
I have a Facebook. I wonder if I too have too much information on my webpage.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Do you know how predators get their information today? Do you understand just how vulnerable many students really are when it comes to the internet?
With the popularity of Facebook and MySpace and many other online web pages, people don't ever think of the disadvantages of these. They don't realize just how much danger they could be putting themselves in.
We asked some students at our school if they thought they put too much information about themselves on their pages, and they said,
Well, I did have my cell phone number on there, and then random people started calling me, and it just got kind of annoying, so I took it off. But random people message me to just say hey or whatever that I don't know.
Yeah, I just stay in contact with my friends. Not really.
The real question is, does Facebook really protect your information?
No, they could definitely do a better job.
No, I mean, people that don't know me try to message me, but I don't really talk to them.
As you can see, many students say on their profiles they really didn't have that much information, or they would never be attacked by a predator. But everyone thinks it'll never happen to me.
we also have another interview with someone who knows more about this from a professional standpoint.
I think that when students are in a situation in which they have online profiles, I think the students that are seeking acceptance from others maybe have a lower self-esteem or aren't educated about what types of strategies online predators use are the students that are the most vulnerable. Yeah. Online predator, the issue in this situation, it's pervasive. It is going on everywhere, and it occurs much more often than people even realize.
I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office. I work person crimes, which include computer crimes. I specifically like working computer crimes because I have a hands-on approach to computers. I actually am a forensic examiner of computers, so I get to actually go through the computer, look through it, try to find the information that was given to me by a victim that they had been corresponding back and forth with maybe an online predator. And it's a crime that is really getting to be worse and worse nowadays just because of the internet.
There are many different views on the whole idea of the internet, but if you're a predator, it doesn't matter who you are. If someone gives you information, they'll take advantage of it.
We are going to show you just how vulnerable you can be, and our first step was to get someone on Facebook, and sure enough, we found someone with just a little too much information.
That person was Rachel Byrne. We asked her permission to use her information, something many predators actually wouldn't do, and when she agreed, we got to work.
We looked at her profile, and under her personal contact, we got both her name and cell number, also an email address. We also read about some of her interests, such as playing softball and hanging with friends. And we could see what she looked like because she had her picture up, and we knew who her best friends were.
They put way too much information. And for one, a picture, that's way too much information at the start, and then where you live. Let's say, you're so-and-so from Topeka, your age, where you go to school, who your friends are, what your hobbies are. Way too much information. I can look at a web page and I could easily find out who you are, or if I wanted to find you, you put what school you went to, I could wait outside, I've got your picture. Way too much information.
I've had people I don't know ask me to be friends, but Facebook's nice because you can just press ignore, so that's the nice thing about it.
We used this information to our advantage. We took her number and typed it into an online phone directory, and sure enough, her address and name of her parents showed up. We wanted to check and make sure it was correct, so we typed into Google, and when the same name and address came up, we knew it was accurate.
I put it mainly for my friends because I know sometimes if I need to get a hold of somebody, I go to Facebook to try and find their number. So.
From that point, we saw a little link that said map, so we clicked on it and it showed us the exact on the dot where her house was located. So we took it a step further and went to Shawnee-County-Realtors.com and typed in the address of her home. Not only did we find how much the house was worth, but there was also a picture.
It was time to interview Rachel and let her know what we found. When we told her by using her name and home number, we got her parents' name and address and etc., she seemed surprised.
No, I didn't know you could find out that stuff. I knew you could look it up like in the phone book and stuff, but I'll probably keep my cell phone number on there, but I might think about taking my landline off.
Some people don't feel that the internet or computers are a threat, or that the person that they're talking to can actually harm them. However, we've found that that's not the case, that if you're corresponding with somebody on the internet, they can easily find who you are, where you are, and try to lure you or maybe use your identity or whatever to facilitate some type of crime.
Once we found all this, we wanted to see if we had any predators in our area. So we typed in Seaman's address, and a few came up in our area.
The website was www.predators.com if you would want to see if there are any predators close to you. So we really found out that basically it depends on you and what you put on your webpage, and if you talk back to the people who you don't know. So, as you see, there's many different views. People will not stop using web pages, that's a fact, and predators will not stop doing what they do, but you can protect yourself and know what danger you're in.
These are some things you should not put on your webpage. Be aware of what you display on your page. Leave off your phone numbers, especially home phone numbers. Be sure not to leave your address or zip code or even city. Be sure you don't say what you're doing or where you're going.
Signing off from SVTV, I'm Emily.
And I'm Andrea.
Wow, that was a very interesting story. I didn't know that you could find out that much information on the internet.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm sure that we will all be a little more careful now that we know all that.
Next, we'll take a look at the Seaman High Academic Reward Program, also known as SHARP. SHARP, also known as the Seaman High Academic Reward Program, has always been a big success here at Seaman as it gets students involved in their schoolwork. SHARP advisor Mr. Kurst explains why we started SHARP.
Supporting their academics, but at the high school we didn't have anything. We hope you do well, and that was about it. So we started it because we needed some kind of an incentive program for grades. We got a 20-minute block of time, and that's what we were given. So her schedule's pretty tight, and it was just to happen to be a day where she had a little bit of time in the morning that she gave us. So we kind of lucked out.
Now, what I really wanted to be when I grew up, Kristen told you that my dad was a governor, but I didn't really want to be a governor. I wanted to be a garbage man.
I thought overall they did. I mean, she added some humor in there about wanting to be a trash man, that kind of stuff. I thought they responded to that pretty well. I think they thought that she was a lot more of a person and not just a person that's or a figure, you know, for the state. So I thought she was real personable, and overall I think the students had a pretty positive reaction to her.
There were some big winners at the SHARP Assembly. The most notable, Colby Arnold, a junior at Seaman, was the winner of a brand new guitar.
This looks like a guitar worthy of playing, so you may have to learn to play the guitar. So let's give Colby another huge round of applause. So I'm delighted to be here today to tell you that you're doing exactly the right thing. Staying smart, getting smart, making sure you continue on in school. Being part of the SHARP program is a great idea. It's a wonderful way to create new leaders for the future, and you need to be ready to get ready to run this country, this world, this state, and this is the best possible way to do it. So I'm delighted to be here today to say congratulations to all the students who have achieved high academic success, to say to some of the rest of you, get going, you can be part of this.
As you can see, Sharp is a very big part of Seaman's academic success. This has been Trevor Tomanek and Nick Harris.
Next up, we turn the mic over to Laramie Kirkwood and Dustin Boleski to enlighten us on the differences and similarities of the foreign exchange program.
Every year, about a half dozen new students come to Seaman High School through the foreign exchange program. These students come from faraway lands such as Germany, Brazil, Sweden, and even China. The students have to adjust to life in the United States.
The link, there are a lot of difference. Like the school is so different. We don't have to have lunch at school. We cannot choose our subjects. We cannot, and the costumes of both people in the school, the way that they dress. Some schools in Brazil has uniforms and stuff, and costumes in general, like family, food and stuff is very different.
The school days are arranged in a different manner also.
I like the school that you can choose your subjects and stuff, and you can meet more people because you can change classes. In my country you cannot change class, so we have to stay every time with the same people.
The girls are different too.
American girls are cooler than Brazilians.
Even with all the differences, the students seem to be having a good time, and it seems to be an overall good experience.
In America, it's been a very nice experience. It's pretty sweet.
Next in line, we have Mike Eder and Hayden Ford with an informative story about the dangers of driving with the winter weather conditions we have here in Kansas.
As the cold weather continues, the roads are becoming more of a danger to drivers. There are many hazards that you may encounter in winter driving. There are also many precautions you can take to avoid being in an accident. Those tips are: decrease speed and leave room to stop, keep your lights and windshield clean, be especially careful on bridges, overpasses, and little used roads, and finally, don't assume that your vehicle can handle all conditions. We were able to talk to Officer Stahlbaumer and Officer Diedrich. These two were able to tell us more tips about winter driving.
Well, probably one of the first things is clean your windows off. When I was out in the parking lot this morning, there was an awful lot of cars still had frost and snow on the windows. So you might want to clean those off so you can see where you're going, and just slow down, take your time, leave a little bit sooner, and just be prepared for the road conditions.
We prefer everybody to stay home unless it's absolutely necessary to drive in inclement weather.
Even when following all these tips and taking the right precautions, there are still factors that you cannot control. Caleb Stauffer was one student that had the situation out of his control.
Well, that one snowy day, I was headed to school and there was a wreck ahead of us on Topeka Boulevard near 50th, and I was slowing down and Patrick Dunning slid into my rear end of my bumper.
This situation proves that even when you are taking all of the right precautions, you can still be involved in an accident. As you have seen, winter driving can be a very dangerous thing. As long as you follow these tips, you should be able to reduce your chance of being in an accident. Signing off for SVTV, this has been Mike Eder and Hayden Ford.
I think that was very good advice that we can all use.
Now we will leave you with the Sharp Assembly.
Be sure to join us on our next show on March 14th.
I'm Nathan Tennant.
And I am Nick Harris.
Good morning, if I could have your attention, please. Again, good morning, everybody, and it's great to have you all here, and we hope you're excited about our first assembly in our new auditorium. There are a few... deserves a great round of applause. We have a few guests that we'd like to introduce, a few folks that had the foresight and vision to make this possible, and I'd like to introduce to you again this morning a few of our board members that were able to take some time out of their schedule to be with us, including our board president, Mr. Mark Boyd, our Vice President, Mr. Fred Patton, and board members Ed Minahan and Frank Henderson. Would you four please stand so that our students can recognize you? Again, these are folks that have the vision and the foresight to make this auditorium possible. And my, oh my, what a beautiful place it is, and I hope you're all as proud of it as we are. Also like to introduce our central office being represented by Dr. Carolyn Orozco. She happens to be my boss, and make her happy, guys, because if she's happy, I'm happy. Again, as mentioned in the brief announcement earlier, there is a different expectation of behavior when you're in an auditorium compared to being in a gym, and you all are smart enough to realize that, so we hope that you abide by your best instincts this morning. We're very pleased to have the governor come visit us, and she'll be here in just a few minutes. But until that time comes, we would first of all like to have you enjoy, for your viewing pleasure, the Seaman High School Vikettes. Again, thank you, Vikettes. And next, for a few special awards, I'd like to introduce to you one of the Sharp sponsors that has helped make all of this possible, Mr. Tyler Curtis. Mr. Curtis.
Thank you. All right. We have a lot of special students to recognize this morning before we get going with the drawings and that kind of stuff. few of those are going to be right now. So as we call your name, go ahead and come on up and we'll present you with a certificate. During the recent Martin Luther King Living the Dream celebration, the following students were honored. Will you please come up? Elaine Davis placed first in the citywide essay competition. And she was recognized at the Stop the Violence Day at Washington University on January 18th. Brandon Frost was the second place winner in the essay contest, and Nicole Storman. Nicole was a finalist in the poetry competition. Is Nicole here? Nicole, good job. This year, our debate team won the title of Best 5A Debate Team in Northeast Regional of Kansas. This championship marks the first trophy won by SHS since 1979. Will the following debaters please come forward? Garrett Minzer, Ryan Rutschman, Brandon Frost, Tim Lake, Rachel McCullough, Jessica Barranco, and Scott Seavey. Scott's a freshman, he'll be here next year. All right. In forensics, we have swept back-to-back tournaments with wins at Rossville and Northern Heights. These are the first team trophies since 1996. The following students placed either first or second in their specific event and qualified to compete at the state level. Please come forward. Brandon Frost. Why don't you just stay up here, Brandon? He has placed in both extemporaneous speaking and persuasive speaking. Emily Dowding. She is qualified in both prose and poetry. Sarah Gillespie. She is qualified in duet acting. Zach Barr. He is also qualified in duet acting. Josh Murray. He's qualified for poetry. Miss Jordan Boyd. Qualified for extemporaneous speaking. Rachel McCullough. She's also qualified for extemporaneous speaking. Kayla Dugan. Qualified in humorous acting, and Sarah Jackson. Qualified in serious acting. Give these guys a hand. We have a couple plaques as well. A group of our students used their creativity and scientific knowledge to win a design competition sponsored by the KU School of Engineering. The students were to design a helium-fueled vehicle to carry a small Jayhawk over a given distance in the shortest amount of time using recycled materials. Will the following students please come up and receive their award? First place winners, Jake Gasson, Brandon Henderson, Trey Henderson, Streeter. Our third place winners were Elizabeth Abad, Sarah Matthias, Rachel McCullough, and Jessica Vander Bogart. She's in the back. Let's give him a hand. We have another group to recognize as a larger group. This plaque reads, the All Kansas Award presented by the Kansas Scholastic Press Association for Excellence in Yearbook Journalism. This group of talented students whose skills in journalism won them recognition when they received the All Kansas Award from the Kansas Scholastic Association, SHS has won this award for 2 consecutive years. The following students need to come up on stage. Editor, Becca Fasaro. Editor, Ansley Strobel. Photo editor, Mallory Shihai. And the staff, Elaine Davis, Rachel Solis, Christian Gomez, Melissa Tickner, Danny Anguish, Becca Boyd, Courtney Blocker, Lauren Eubanks, Maggie Isaacson, Alicia Moore, Abby Mosier, Amy Phipps, Courtney Veneran, Ian Ward, Ashley Kraft, Tamara Durking, Tara Gartner, Ashley Fiedler, Lindsay Heiniger, Kimberly Hurla, and Brittany Sitt. You can thank them for a great yearbook. We are also blessed to have a lot of talented musicians. A group of our talented musicians competed with students from across the state and earned positions in the Kansas State Honors Band. The following students made that honor. Skylar Schmidt, Skylar Bach, Molly Ingram, and Greg Sheets. Devin Nunley was selected as a member of the Northeast District Choir. For this honor, Devin competed against the best singers in Northeast area of Kansas for a limited number of spots to sing challenging literature with a guest clinician. This also allowed him to audition for the Kansas All-State Choir. Let's have another round of applause, please. Okay, if I can get some of our sharp students to come up here for a little bit. going to turn it over to JD for a little bit before we start in on some other awards. So, JD, go ahead and start it up here a little bit. All right. Who's excited for Governor Sebelius to speak? Awesome. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with what you all have been waiting for. We're going to start with honoring everyone who has made academics a priority in their lives over the past semester. In your seminar today, you should have received a card with your picture on it. That tells you if you're a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, or 4-star student. And now we're here to get a chance at those prizes that you so very well deserve. An exciting fact, we have over 73% of you who are star students, so I think that deserves a round of applause. That is also our highest percentage in the history of the SHARP program, so congratulations to all of you. Go to get started with our 1-star winners. All of these students are students who improved their grade point average over the last semester. There are 142 of you who are in this status, and if you got a 1-star card and you're a 1-star student, if you'd please stand, and we'll give you a round of applause. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and call names. If you are called today and you are in the balcony, we ask that you remain in the balcony and we will get you your prize later. That way we just can flow through this nice and easy. So let's go ahead and start with 1-star. Alright, let's go ahead and start with our first 1-star prize, which is for prom this year, and it's a boutonniere valued at $9.50 at Stanley Flowers, and the winner of this is Derek Rice. Alright, congratulations. Our second prize is for a corsage at Absolute Design by Brenda, which is located out by Lake Shawnee, valued at $20, and this goes to Jason Large. Our third prize is a $5 gift card to Blockbuster, and that lucky winner is Bryce Campbell. A movie pass to the Hollywood theaters goes to Whitney Barnes. A gift certificate for a tan at Hair Maintenance goes to Derek Meyer. Two combo meal gift cards from Chick-fil-A. One of them will go to David Perkins, and the other lucky winner of that is, one moment please, Clinton Edward Glenn, or Glenn Clinton Edward. Sorry. And finally, the gift bag from Beauty Brands will go to Trevor Tomanik. So you'll be very pleased with that, Trevor. Let's give a round of applause to all our 1-star students. Congratulations. Oh, sorry, there's still some 1-star prizes. Alright, a $25 gift card to Auto Sound is going to, for 1-star students, Samantha Ray. A 6-month Cooney Family YMCA membership goes to Tyler Moon. Here's a good one. A $30 Best Buy gift card is going to Ethan Schreiner. Alright, let's give it up again for our 1-star students. Alright, I'm going to turn it over to Kristen Moore, and she will recommend us to start.
Our next group is the 2-star students, who are all of those with with a cumulative GPA of 3.0 to 3.49. Would all of those 162 students who received a 2-star card please stand up for a round of applause? Get your prize if your name is called. Remember, if you're in the balcony, just stand and your prize will be delivered to you later. First, we have a $10 gift certificate for a corsage at Custom Borders that goes to Kelsey Bachman. We have another $10 gift certificate for a boutonniere at Custom Borders that goes to Ellen Boding. We have a gift certificate for a corsage or boutonniere at Blooms and Bouquets that goes to Christopher Berber. We have a movie pass to Hollywood Theaters that goes to Marley Adamson. Our next winner is Ethan Tennant, who gets a Walmart gift card. Next, we have a $25 gift certificate and a t-shirt from L&L Mobile Electronics that goes to Kaylee Price. Destiny Rickerson, who gets a 2-combo meal gift cards from Chick-fil-A. We also have another winner who gets a combo meal gift card from Chick-fil-A, who is Sharon Schmidtline, I guess, sorry. Next, we have a 6-month North YMCA teen membership that goes to Becca Wells. We have a gift certificate for 5 tans at Tan Line that goes to Dwayne Lee. Next, we have a gift bag from Beauty Brands that goes to Crystal Batista. Bautista, it's Bautista. Next, we have a flash drive from Jayhawk File Express that goes to Jessica Richardson. And our last 2-star prize is a $30 gift card to Best Buy that goes to Andrea Walker. Congratulations to all of our 2-star winners. Pledging independent leadership to move Kansas forward, Kathleen Sebelius became the 44th governor of the state of Kansas in 2003. She was re-elected to a 2nd term in 2006. At the heart of Governor Sebelius' administration is a commitment to growing the Kansas economy and creating jobs, ensuring every Kansas child receives a quality education, protecting Kansas families and communities, improving access to quality, affordable health care, and taking advantage of the state's renewable energy assets. Governor Sebelius serves on the National Governors Association Executive Committee and is co-chair of the National Governors Association's initiative, Securing a Clean Energy Future. Sebelius chairs the Education Commission of the states and is past chair of the Democratic Governors Association, and she currently serves on the DGA Executive Committee. Governor Sebelius was named as one of the 5 best governors in America by Time magazine, and she was featured in the February issue of Vogue magazine. She also delivered the nationally televised Democratic response to President Bush's final State of the Union address last week. Governor Sebelius and her husband Gary, a federal magistrate judge for 33 years, have two sons, Ned and John. Both Sebelius boys are products of the Topeka public school system. Pre-kindergarten through high school, Ned is a law student, and John is a graduate of the Rhode Island School of Design. The governor's father, John Gilligan, served as the governor of Ohio from 1971 to 1975, and Sebelius is the first daughter of a governor in U.S. history to be elected to that same position. We are very honored to have Governor Sebelius here today. Let's give her a big Viking welcome.
Thank you for that very nice introduction, and I'm really delighted to be with all of you today, join the school board members and the administrators here at Seaman, but most importantly the student scholars who are being recognized today. Congratulations everybody who is getting awards and prizes today for the work that you've done. Nothing can be more important than graduating from this great school with all the skills you possibly can and being determined to continue your education, because we live in a very different world. You know, when I was growing up, I'm the daughter of two teachers. Both my grandfathers were teachers and coaches. The question in my house was not whether I was going to go to college, it was where I was going to go to college. That was always an assumption. That was something that we were just expected to work toward, because my parents understood even 100 years ago when I went to college that it was really a doorway to opportunities, that if I got a good education, I could really be prepared to do just about anything. Now, what I really wanted to be when I grew up, Kristen told you that my dad was a governor, but I didn't really want to be a governor. I wanted to be a garbage man, seriously. We lived on a dead-end street for a long time when I grew up, and the garbage trucks would come and the guys would all have lunch, and I would go out and join them for lunch when I was 4 and 5 and 6. They drove these very cool trucks, and I thought that would be a great thing to be. I didn't quite end up there, although some would say politics. Anyway. But I think what you may not know where you want to be when you take your first job or your second job or your third job. And what is most important is that you are well prepared to do anything. If an opportunity comes along, that you have the skills and the knowledge in order to walk through the doors that open, that you have the opportunity to apply for any job that you want, that you are ready and prepared to move ahead. And that doesn't happen unless you have a great education. It's the only way to prepare yourself for what you don't know is coming. And frankly, you don't know. Even if you think right now you know exactly where you want to be when you're 20 and 30 and 40, I can guarantee you things will change. So the only way to be prepared for all the opportunities you're going to have is to not only take advantage of this great school through high school, but determined to move on and get ahead. You live in a very, very different world than I lived in when I was looking at high school and college. I went off to college with a typewriter. I don't know how many of you have even seen a typewriter except in a museum. The spell check in my day was called dictionary. You know, there wasn't any way to just hit a button and have somebody correct it. I took a stereo to school with phonograph records, no iPods, no nothing. There weren't really computers. There wasn't the access to information that you have today. But one of the things that that technology revolution has done and that access to information has done is, as they say, it's flattened the world. Because there are students your age all over this world who have that same information available to them, and frankly are very eager to get a good job in the future because they live in a world where they have a much lower standard of living. If you just look at two countries, China and India, forget everybody else, forget all of Eastern Europe, forget all the emerging countries, and forget Korea and Singapore, these folks who are really focusing on education. Just take China and India. Between China and India, there are 3 billion people. That's what the B, 3 billion people. So let's say the leaders of those countries just say, we're gonna educate the top 10%. The smartest 10% of the citizens in this country are gonna get an absolutely first-class education, and we're gonna pay for it. We're gonna make sure that happens, because that, we know, is the way to be competitive. It's the way America has been competitive all along, to have the highest numbers of college-educated workers, to continue education. So we want to be more powerful than America, and the way we're gonna do it is just focus our resources on 10%. That top 10% in China and India is as many people as 100% of the United States, okay? 300 million people, top 10% of China and India, 300 million people is our entire population. So in the days past, when we could rely on the fact that we did have the best educated workforce in the world, we didn't have to worry so much. Everybody didn't have to rise to the top. Everybody didn't have to go to college and get a post-secondary degree and figure out how to master technology, acquire skills behind high school. But that's no longer the case. And what's also no longer the case is technology jobs, the fastest growing sector in our economy. Jobs that require more use of your brain than they do your strength and your brawn, can move anywhere in the world. And they can move quickly, and employers will find them. I mean, they don't really care if their employees live halfway around the world, if they can run a call center or work on financial statements or design new products. It doesn't really matter where they live, and they are going to be hired. So your challenge as you move forward is to really make sure that you have the skills to be competitive in the future. And nothing is going to prepare you to do that except studying hard and learning everything you can. I'm so pleased that Seaman has the SHARP program, because I think the recognition of student scholars, making it a very cool deal to be smart, and it really is. Making hard work one of the achievements that's really celebrated and recognized, and hopefully urging other kids to pay attention to those of you who have achieved high levels. Nothing could be more important. So I'm delighted to be here today to tell you that you're doing exactly the right thing. Staying smart, getting smart, making sure you continue on in school. Being part of the SHARP program is a great idea. It's a wonderful way to create new leaders for the future, and you need to be ready to get ready to run this country, this world, this state, and this is the best possible way to do it. So I'm delighted to be here today to say congratulations to all the students who have achieved high academic success, to say to some of the rest of you, get going. You can be part of this celebration, and we really need you to be part of this celebration, because it's really about the future of our great country. So thanks for letting me join you today. I know that you're less interested in listening to me and more interested in hearing who gets to win the guitar, is my guess. So I think that's the next item on the agenda. My understanding is this is for students who have had 4.0 averages and no disciplinary marks. I gotta tell you, when I was in high school, I would never be in this group who could be thrown out of a hat. I tried a few times. Often I got good grades, but I could never quite do the discipline thing all the way through. So congratulations. This jar is very full. That's incredibly impressive.
And the winner is Colby Arnold.
Go Colby. Nice job.
Colby, I'm changing for my golf cart.
So Colby, do you play the guitar? Well, this looks like a guitar worthy of playing, so you may have to learn to play the guitar. So let's give Colby another huge round of applause.
Let's give another round of applause to Governor Sebelius for that amazing speech. And on behalf of the Sharp Committee and Seaman High School, we would like to present you with this gift. And thank you for your time, and thank you for your speech. All right, if we can get one more round of applause for the governor, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations to Colby on his 4-star and no disciplinary points. And we will move right along to our 3-star winners. If you received a card saying you were a 3-star student, if you would please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Remember, if your name is called and you're in the balcony, we will deliver your prize. Our first winner of a $10 gift certificate for a corsage at Custom Borders goes to Michael Morgan. Our next prize is a $10 gift certificate for a boutonniere at Custom Borders, and that goes to Brandon Branscombe. Congratulations. Our next prize is a $20 gift certificate for a corsage at Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts, and that goes to Alexander Brevitz. Congratulations, Alex. Our next gift is a coupon for a boutonniere from Jackson's Greenhouse, and that goes to Dalton Konis. And the lucky winner of a movie pass to Hollywood Theaters goes to Brandon Frost. This just seems to be your day, Brandon. Our next prize is a Walmart gift card, and that goes to Lindsay Larkin. The lucky winner of a combo meal from Chick-fil-A goes to Alicia Noriega. And the other lucky winner of a combo meal to Chick-fil-A goes to Tyler Wright. A 6-month Cooney Family North YMCA team membership goes to Chelsea Williams. And a gift bag from Beauty Brands goes to Trisha Salyer. Jessica Sowards is the lucky winner of a $30 gift card to Best Buy. And a $25 gift certificate and a t-shirt for L&L Mobile Electronics goes to Trevor Kelly. And our final gift is for an Angel's Touch Day Spa $35 makeup makeover. And that lucky winner is Eddie Belush. You can use it, Eddie. Let's give it up for our 3-star winners. And I will hand the mic over to Kristen.
We're now ready to announce our top winners. To be a 4-star winner, you have to have a 4.0 or above cumulative GPA on a weighted scale. This year, we have 145 students who have earned this top rank. This is the highest number of 4-star students we've ever had. With these top academic winners, please stand so we can give you a much well-deserved round of applause. prizes. Our first prize is a $10 gift certificate for corsage at Custom Borders, which goes to Michael Willeen. Our next prize is a $10 gift certificate for a boutonniere at Custom Borders, which goes to Elizabeth Mizell. We have a $20 gift certificate to Flowers by Bill, which goes to Raina Goldsmith. Next, we have a $25 gift certificate for corsage at Stanley Flowers, which goes to Alexis McGill. We have movie passes to Hollywood theaters that goes to Andrew Lichter. Next, we have a coupon for a boutonniere from Jackson's Greenhouse that goes to Evelina Strutman. We have a Walmart gift card that goes to Kylie Ian. We have a combo meal gift card from Chick-fil-A that goes to Becca Sells. We have another winner that gets a combo gift card from Chick-fil-A that goes to Kate Ruoff. Our next prize is 5 tans from Tan Line, which goes to Kelsey Push. Our next prize is a gift bag from Beauty Brands, which goes to Rebecca Boyd. Next, we have a high school musical flash drive that goes to Chelsea Stephanie. Our next basket we have is a chocolate gift basket from Mrs. Push, and it goes to Levi Russell. Our next prize is a $30 gift card at Best Buy, which goes to Natalie Scott. Our last gift for 4-star students is $100 off a tux rental at Tuxedos by Savvy, which was formerly Livingston's and Randall's, which goes to Sarah Gillespie.
She'll be who you want to go with to prom with, guys. Free tuxedo. Congratulations to all our 4-star students. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, our final category of the morning is perfect attendance. There are 60 of you who had that, so go ahead and stand so we can recognize you. Congratulations to those 60 students, and we have some great gifts. And our first one is a $5 gift certificate to Starbucks, and that goes to Brady Smith. Oh, and our $15 gift card to Old Chicago. Second time winner of the day, Trevor Kelly. A combo meal gift card for Chick-fil-A goes to Thad Smith. And another combo meal gift card to Chick-fil-A goes to Alicia Whitmore. our final drawing prize is a $30 gift card to Best Buy, and that winner is Christian Howard. And for everyone who had perfect attendance, we have a gift for all of you. It is a $20 off your tuxedo rental at Tuxedos by Savvy. What you need to do is sometime between now and like a month before prom, stop by Miss Brady, tell her your name, and she will give you your coupon. Congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to our perfect attendance students. All right, let's just give another big round of applause to everyone who was a winner today and everyone who worked hard to be qualified for this program. Keep working hard to make academics a priority in your life, and next fall semester you will have a chance at some other great prizes. Here's Kristen.
I'd also like to thank all the individuals and businesses that donated money and prizes to make this assembly possible today. I'd also like to thank Mr. Curtis, Mr. Riley, Miss Wilmer, Miss Martinez, Miss Chamberlain, Miss Sweeney, Miss Salifka, Miss Brady, Miss Sells, Miss Martin, Mr. Joe Green, and our administrators, our custodians, and all the students on the SHARP committee who have worked so hard to make this program possible. Thanks for joining us today. You may... Yeah. Oh, you can return back to some...